Upanishads, Vedanta introduction. The Vedas are the foremost scriptures of Hinduism. They are divided into two parts. One is the mantra, while the other is Brahmana. The mantra section is the main and basic, while the Brahmana section has been seen as the interpretation and brief explanations of the mantras. The Brahmana section has again three subdivisions. They are known as the Brahmanas, the Arankyanas, and the third one, the Upanishads. The Brahmana subdivisions explains in depth the methods and reasons of various deeds or actions, such as yagna, meaning rituals or sacrifice. This sacrifice does not mean to sacrifice the animals. The second division, the Aryankyana, talks about different ways of worship of God or spiritual rituals. The subdivisions or parts of Upanishads explains about the universe, its very meaning, its roots, and they show people the way to merge with it. This merger is all about consciousness, of becoming one with the existence, one with the universe. Such is the merger. Such merger is of the highest. This does not mean merging by rituals or mantras. They talk about consciousness, and it can happen only by meditation. What is the meaning of the word Upanishad? There is a great and deep meaning to this word. It has various meaning and equation to it. It means to destroy the ignorance of your inner being. Some describe this inner being as soul. But if you carefully understand the Upanishads, there is no direct word which talks about any kind of soul. The soul is nothing but the inner self. This is why it is said to purify the soul. There is no real soul in you. Soul simply means your inner being. The Upanishads lay down a path to reach to the inner being, the inner soul. They guide the seeker to the highest of consciousness by not following or flowing into the trap of materialistic attachments, which is actually laid down by the society. It is the society which has set up rules of materialistic parameters. The more the dignified society, the more the need of materialistic standards. If you see in the villages, if you see in the smaller towns, the need to show off is less. In there, people do not bother about how you dress up, what to wear, or what you wear, which car you have. There the rich man can be seen riding a scooter, but in the cities, the ball game is different. Here everything revolves with your materialistic achievements. No one cares how learned you are. All that matters is how rich you are. These ways of living are made by the society. The individual does not want this, but he is attached to the society. And the society puts the toll on man. It is the pressure of the society that people fall into a race to achieve. If someone has spent huge money to decorate his house, you may not have the urge to do the same, but to maintain your self-dignity, you are forced to do so. People have started to evaluate you by which mobile phone you are using. In this, the self is lost. Your being takes a back seat. The inner peace is destroyed. Now all that matters is the outer, the world of the outside. This is the door to hell. The problem starts then. Time and again, saints, rishis have pointed out that the inner self is of the most important. The Upanishads say the same. It shows that nothing outer is of importance. It shows the way to go within yourself. In fact, the Upanishads give importance to inner being, and it talks of losing the attachments to the outer. And this is very much possible. There is no need to run after the outer materialistic pleasure. This does not mean that you do not seek a comfortable life. The Upanishad talk about leading a comfortable life. It says that both spirit and matter can exist together. There is no problem in it. You can reach to your inner peace, to your inner being. For this, nothing much has to be done. Your quest to seek unnecessary materialistic goals needs to be dropped. And this can only happen if you meditate. Because then you will realize that it is not important. Upanishads show that realization is more important. Unless you realize, nothing can happen. Simple sermons will not help. Without realization, it is impossible to reach to the inner self. The urge must happen within you. Once the urge is there, then the journey can begin. Then you will further realize that all this is not needed. That living is important. The living is then not dependent on anything. It is said in the Mukti Upanishad that the number of Upanishads are more than 100. Scholars have recognized the importance, but people have been seen to quote only the 11 Upanishads. Maybe because they are easy to understand, while the importance of the Upanishads are huge in Hinduism. It forms the foremost of Hindu scriptures. It is said that one who understands them, one who learns the Upanishads, need nothing more. It has the tremendous capacity to quench the thirst of the seeker of the truth. Simply because in it are simple ways to find peace. There are no commandments. There are no rules. Just simple ways to reach your inner being. The language is of the ordinary, but the meaning is simply great. The Upanishads are known as Vedanta. The Upanishads, along with the Brahma Sutras, with the Bhagavad Gita, constitute the Prasantrayi, which is the basic text of Vedanta philosophy. The Upanishads and the Vedanta are the biggest gift of the rishis, of the old age sages to humanity. It is for everyone.